13th, 2025. Margot, please take it away.
I, Margot G.K., the Town Clerk of the Town of Morristown, do hereby state that it is 7:30 p.m. on Thursday, November 13, 2025, and that this regular meeting is being held in Council Chambers, 200 South Street, Morristown, New Jersey. Adequate notice of this meeting was provided according to law by written notice to the Morristown Daily Record, the official newspaper of the Town of Morristown, and to the Newark Star Ledger, both more than 48 hours ago. Notice was also posted on the bulletin board at Town Hall and filed with the office of the Town Clerk of the Town of Morristown. I do further state that I shall enter into the minutes of this meeting a statement that such notice was furnished as particularly described by me in this public announcement. I will take a roll call. Councilwoman Foster.
Here.
Councilman Iannacone.
Here.
Councilwoman Lindsay is excused this evening. Councilman Polipchuk.
Here.
Councilman Russo.
Here.
Councilman Silva.
Present.
And Council President Umbria.
Here.
Mr. President, you have a quorum.
Thank you. Let's please pause for a moment of silence. Thank you. I'd like to invite our Cub Scout troop that we have with us this evening to come up and lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. So you guys can all come right into here. Who's going to lead? Okay, you can come to the front.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you.
Okay, we have 3 items on the consent agenda. Unless council would like to pull any for separate consideration, I would ask for a motion to approve consent agenda items 1 through 3.
I'll make a motion to approve consent agenda items 1 through 3.
Second.
On that motion, Councilwoman Foster.
Yes.
Councilman Iannacone.
Yes.
Councilman Polipchuk.
Yes.
Councilman Russo.
Yes.
Councilman Silva.
Yes.
And Council President Umbriak.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you. I'd like to invite Chief Darnell Richardson to come up. We have a few officers who will be doing their oaths of office. Good evening. Good evening.
Again, thank you for affording me the time to swear in our next 2 officers. Officer Cortella, please come up. We're going to rely on him. Do you have family members come up to the from the Bible? Officer Cortella is a dedicated and disciplined public servant with a strong military background, leadership, and law enforcement. Originally from Butler, New Jersey, graduated from Butler High School in 2019. He enlisted in the United States Marine Corps immediately after graduation. Attended the School of Infantry Camp at Camp Geiger and trained as a machine gunner. Reassigned to the V-36 in late 2021 and served as squad leader, leading and mentoring 7 Marines. On a discharge from the active duty, transitioned to the Marine Corps Reserve, currently serves as a section leader, Golf Company, 2nd Battalion, 25th Marines. Attended the Morristown Public Safety Academy in January 25, graduated in June of 25. Deeply committed to serving the Morristown community and upholding public safety, values a small town atmosphere, strong sense of community in Morristown, grateful for the mentorship and training received from experienced officers, excited to continue a long-term career in law enforcement and create a lasting impact on the citizens of Morristown. Officer Tricolo.
Place your left hand on the Bible, raise your right hand, and repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Joseph Tortola,
Do solemnly swear
do
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of New Jersey,
that I will bear true faith
that I will bear true faith
and allegiance to the same
and allegiance to the same
and to the governments
and to the governments
established in the United States
established in the United States
and in this state
and in this state
under the authority of the people,
and under the authority of the people,
and that I will faithfully,
and I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly
and justly
perform all the duties
perform all the
of
duties
the office of police officer
of the office of police officer
of the Morristown Bureau of Police
of the Morristown Bureau of
to
Police
the best of my ability,
to the best of my ability,
so help me God.
so help me God.
Officer Terrell Brown. Officer Brown was hired by the Morristown Bureau of Police in January 2025. He first resides in Neston, New Jersey. He began his law enforcement career as a Class 2 Special Law Enforcement Officer in his hometown and served for 2 years. He later continued service with the Irvington Police Department, also as a Class 2 police officer. Officer Brown earned a bachelor's degree in criminal justice from Keene University. Joining the Morristown Bureau of Police, he allowed him to fulfill his lifelong goal of becoming a full-time police officer. He is honored to be part of the Morristown community and is committed to serving and protecting the citizens while being a positive role model for younger generations. Officer Brown would like to dedicate this achievement to his grandmother, Pastor Betty Jones, and his family, who support him through every step of his journey. Officer Terrell Brown.
And if you could please place your, come closer. There you go. Place your left hand. Place right hand. Repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Terrell Brown,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey.
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
That I will bear true faith
that I will bear true faith
and allegiance to the same
and allegiance to the same
and to the governments
and to the governments
established in the United States
established in the United States
and in this state
and in this state
under the authority of the people.
under the authority of the people,
And that I will faithfully,
and that I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly
and justly
perform all the duties
perform all the duties
of the office of police officer,
of the Office of Police Officer,
Morristown Bureau of Police,
Morristown Bureau of Police,
to the best of my ability,
to the best of my ability.
so help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
See you later, everybody.
Thanks, Scouts. Thanks for coming.
Thank you. A round of applause. Come on. You're good. You're fine. You're fine.
We're in public hearing. You can give it a minute. but whatever. All right.
Excuse me. At this time, I will open the floor for a public hearing on any matter. When called upon, please approach the microphone, state your name and address, and limit your comments to 3 minutes or less. Be advised that any derogatory comments targeting members of council and/or administration may be ruled out of order.
Anyone from the public like to come up and speak? Mr. John Williams?
Good evening. I am John Williams, located at 1 Washington Avenue in Morristown. So I have prepared remarks. So one of the issues heard repeatedly in the recent election is affordability. So tonight I'll speak on the topic of cost management in 2026. So 2026 is already upon us with the publication last week of the 2025 RFQs for 2026 RFPs. If I may, I'll make a brief recommendation for additional language in all RFQs and then offer guidance on a better approach to implementing technology programs. So for all RFQs, I recommend adding an additional term in the section titled Conditions Applicable to RFQ. And that term is unbundled services. Unbundled services gives the town the right to examine contractor workflows to identify portions that can be partitioned off and performed in-house at a lower cost, potentially saving the town significant money. The unbundled services concept has its origins in legal services, but can be applied to any contracted work. Next, if I may, I'd like to address a specific RFQ, that of engineering services. Long used for procurement of traditional engineering services such as civil or mechanical, I recommend that this same form of RFQ-RFP also be used for procurement of digital engineering services. Digital engineering resources procured by RFP are a lower risk, lower cost substitute for term contracts with technology solution providers. Such term contracts have many risk factors that almost inevitably lead to cost and delivery overruns. At the next town council, I'll detail those risk factors and share examples of term contracts gone wrong. So as with traditional engineering procurement, some in-house expertise is required to manage and oversee digital work. For this, the town already operates a model that works quite well. Similar in concept to the on-call planner, an on-call digital director could manage digital projects and resources. Such an approach will save hundreds of thousands of dollars over the alternative of term contracts with technology solution providers. Now, Morristown rightly has very high standards for contractors. And tonight I can inform this governing body that Deloitte Consulting is in process of responding to the town's RFQ for engineering services for the provision of digital engineering resources. Thanks very much.
Thank you, John. Krista Nace.
Good evening, everyone. I am Kristen Ace. I live at 24 Franklin Street, and I am here representing the Morristown Shade Tree Commission. First, John and Susan Landau of Friends of Foot Pond Wood, which operates underneath the Shade Tree Commission umbrella, received the Environmental Steward of the Year Award from Rutgers this month. The first half of our 2025 tree planting is done. The second half will be done in the spring, and we love planting in Ward 3. Those people are so happy to get their trees, most of them. The Morristown Garden Club donated a tree to Lidgewood Park, which was placed with 2 other trees donated from us by the basketball court. The Jockey Hollow chapter of the Sons of the Revolution donated a tree for the upcoming 250th anniversary of our country. The Liberty Tree, which is a pioneer elm, was planted in Burnham Park, and the dedication ceremony is this Saturday at 1 o'clock in the front of the park off of Washington Street. Please come. We would love to see you. We did a lot of work to make this happen. The Shade Tree Commission is adding a native woodland garden next to the already really big one. We're adding a second big one in Lidgerwood. Also this Saturday around 2:15, we have to run from one thing to the next. And if you want to come with some sweat equity, we would love that. This garden is only possible because the neighbor behind the park is willing to water for the next 2 years while the garden establishes. We are in the 3rd phase of remediation work at Jacob Ford Park. 2 years of invasive work has knocked out most of the invasives. We will now rake and tarp the slope, and we will sheet mulch the right-hand side of the forested area. Both sections will stay this way until next fall, where they will be seeded and planted. Again, oh my God, a great deal of work was done by the Shade Tree Commission, by the DPW, and by the engineering department. So again, we just cannot do the massive work that we do at the rate that we do it, at the level that we do it, without Jillian Barrick, and without the DPW and the engineering department. There will be a new fence put up to protect that forest that we are working in by the engineering department next week. The tree bid for the $202,000 Trees for School grant goes out before Thanksgiving. And last but not least, the Shade Tree Commission is applying for the Natural Climate Solutions Grant to the tune of $560,000. This grant will cover all the empty tree wells in Ward 2, which is about 200, and completing the environmental aspects of the master plan of Burdham Park. Thank you to Anthony DeVizio, who helped us with all the things that we needed to get this application properly to the grant department. Thank you, Speed Dating by Kristen Ace. I appreciate all of you. The Shade Tree Commission appreciates your support, everything that you do, and congratulations on everybody's election win. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Kristen. Anyone else from the public like to speak? Then I will close public session. Any response from council?
I just want to add to Kristen, Third Ward does appreciate the trees. I've gotten nothing but great feedback about it, especially the little cards you guys are putting on them, both English and Spanish, explaining what the tree is and kind of who's taking care of it, why there's a tree there. And then also, as someone who's over 6 feet tall, I appreciate you guys doing the pruning recently. I've walked the neighborhood in the dark a lot of times going to different things, and that branches always kind of sneak in. So it was nice not getting hit yesterday morning, so thank you.
Excellent work.
Along those lines then, since the folks from the town have been clearing up on top of Jacob Ford, and the neighbors that are on top of the ridge, they're very, very thankful. And Anthony, you and your crew has been very respectful, and there's been kind of nice dialogue going on, and everybody's very happy to see that work getting completed. Thank you very much. John, I'm not going to say I understood everything you said, John Williams, okay? But I will say that I know that public contracting is complicated, very complicated. There's so many rules and regs, and I'm sure at the end of this, Jillian knows this stuff better than anybody. She'll sit down with you and talk to you about it. But it is complicated. I've lived it myself, so God bless you.
Very good. Thank you. So we will move to the mayor's proclamations and presentations.
It is a proclamation that we do yearly on pancreatic cancer. Todd will speak a little bit after I do the proclamation and tell you it's a tough thing. And we appreciate you coming year after year and trying to make the public aware of this because it's a deadly cancer. In 2025, an estimated 67,440 people will be diagnosed with pancreatic cancer in the United States, and 51,980 will die from this disease. Pancreatic cancer is one of the deadliest cancers. It's currently the third leading cause of cancer death in the United States, and is projected to become the third leading cause within the next 5 years. Pancreatic cancer has the lowest survival rate amongst all major cancers, with a 5-year relative survival rate of just 13%, and accounts for about 8% of all cancer deaths. When symptoms of pancreatic cancer present themselves, it is generally in the late stages, and only 20% of pancreatic cancer patients are diagnosed when the disease is confined to their pancreas. 87% of pancreatic cancer patients die within the first 5 years. Approximately 1,440 deaths will occur in New Jersey in 2025. Pancreatic cancer is the 7th most common cause of cancer-related deaths across the world. There will be more than an estimated 500 million new pancreatic cancer cases diagnosed worldwide in 2025, a yearly increase of 3%. The good health and well-being of the residents of Morristown are enhanced as a direct result of increased awareness about the symptoms and risks of pancreatic cancer and research into early detection, causes, and effective treatments. Now therefore, I, Timothy P. Doherty, Mayor of the Town of Morristown, do hereby proclaim November 20th as World Pancreatic Cancer Day in the Town of Morristown. Todd, introduce yourself and tell the public and everybody what you're here for and why.
I want to thank the mayor and the council for this proclamation. I mean, we've been doing this for about 10 years. I live in Morristown. I lost my dad to pancreatic cancer 23 years ago, and you know, things have changed, but not much. Many of the treatment methods my father had are still being used today. There's no early detection method. There's no blood test. So the survival rate right now is 13%. When my father passed away, it was about 6%. So we're making progress, but we need to make more progress. 52,000 people will lose their battle to pancreatic cancer, and what we need to do is raise more awareness. This is for Pancreatic Cancer Awareness Day, so next Thursday, I urge everyone to wear purple and raise awareness and share it on social media. We also have a walk. It's called Purple Stride. We've had it in Parsippany since 2010, and we raised about $600,000. So if little over that last year, you know, we're looking to beat that this year. If you know someone who has been diagnosed with pancreatic cancer, I urge you to go to the PanCan website. It's pancan.org, PANCAN.org. You can find out about clinical trials that might make a difference. You can learn about nutrition information, and everything is free. It's all based on money that's been raised through events and through private donations and various other things. You can also call the toll-free number, 877-412-8735. We're also on Facebook, New Jersey Pancreatic Cancer Action Network, and you can learn more about what we're doing locally to raise more awareness, raise money. And I'm glad the shutdown ended, because that's going to help in terms of funding, but we need more money, and we need to continue to raise awareness. So I just want to thank the mayor. I want to thank everybody here. I want to thank Kristen for helping set this up. We, as a member of PanCan, I truly appreciate this, and hopefully we can continue to make meaningful progress. And I also want to congratulate everyone who won the election this past Tuesday, and wish you all the best. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Todd.
Thank you.
I'll finish up, Council President?
Yes, sir.
Friday, October 31st, the Morristown Partnership had their annual downtown trick or treat, and Morristown's Recreation annual Halloween event was held on Town Hall. It was a little breezy that day, but it got off, and that's always a plus when weather doesn't stop the kids from getting all their candy. They were out there early too. I saw kids out there trick or treating, hitting those businesses at like 1 o'clock. So some of them are getting smarter on getting here before it officially starts. Saturday, November 1st, Market Street Mission annual Coke giveaway, another great event up on the green. They do a great job. Market Street Mission supplying codes to a lot of people. November 4th was General Election Day. November 11th was Veterans Day. Thank you, Councilman Russo, who was in attendance, Councilman Silva, well attended. It was cold.
Yeah, yeah.
It was really cold. And at the township and the town. It was a very, very cold, bitter day. But great speaker, and it was well-deserved respect for the veterans on that day. Saturday, November 15th, 1 p.m., I believe our chairwoman of the Shade Tree Commission just talked about that. So mark your calendars, the tree dedication. I hope to be there. I may not be there, but I will get one of these guys here to be there. I'll pick one up. I'll do my best, but I do have a conflict at that time. Friday, November 21st, from 1 to 2:30, Table of Hope Thanksgiving food distribution is at the County College at 214 Center Grove Road, Randolph, parking lot 1, registration required. So www.tableofhopenj.org/Thanksgiving. Again, that's tableofhopenj.org/Thanksgiving. It is required. required, their registration is required. That is food distribution for Thanksgiving, 1 to 2:30 on the 21st. That is next Friday. Sunday, November 23rd, MPAC's Festival of Lights at the Vale Mansion, Lawn and Plaza, 5 to 7. It's a pretty cool event. That's Sunday, November 23rd. Thursday and Friday, November 27th and 28th, municipal offices are closed in observance of Thanksgiving holiday. Wishing everybody a happy, healthy Thanksgiving to all your family and everybody out there. On the 29th, the Morristown Partnership Santa arrival will be coming, lighting at the Morristown Green, and that is on Saturday, not Sunday. Saturday. Is Jen here? Thank you, Jen. Partnership. We look forward to it. That's Saturday, 5 p.m. Get everybody out. It's going to be great. I predict the weather's going to be beautiful. Santa Claus is going to be fat and jolly, and it's going to be great. Wednesday, December 17th, is our Morristown Senior Holiday Party in the Senior Center. So if you're a senior, you can attend. You probably should call our senior services. You can get that off our website and talk to Kathy. You can get registered because a lot of people come to that. So if you're not a senior, you're not sneaking in and getting all that good food, you have to be a senior. So that's the 17th of December. Other than that, I don't have anything else. Council President, thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. All right, we'll move to council liaison reports. Councilman Flipchuk.
So thank you. Mayor stole most of my thunder already. So,
Hit
but-
it again.
Hit it again, hit it again.
A nice quirk of our schedule is that we actually had the meeting yesterday instead of having the day, our meeting before. So, big thing is I was hoping the scouts were here for this, but I'll definitely email it to them. Again, Saturday, November 29th, 5 p.m. is Santa. There'll be ice sculpting, cookies and hot drinks, hot chocolate and hot cider from the Hyatt. It's a great time. Mayo's coming out too with their performances. Everyone knows what it is, but it's Saturday, so I'm looking forward to it this year. And one of the other items they had is, you notice all the American flags on our poles. It was a new vendor this year, and they had some issues with quality. Partnership worked with their vendor, and they got 90 of them replaced for free.
Wow,
So,
terrific.
So that was a great thing. And then our ordinance that's up for introduction tonight about PLAs, brought it in front of them to have a discussion about it. Most of the businesses in town aren't affected by it, but a few of the representatives are in the industry. So they had some opinions going one way or the other, but nothing strong. I invited them to come tonight and speak during public comment, and also explain to them that they have the opportunity to speak when we do a adoption in our next meeting. So, and that's it.
Good job.
Thank you, sir. Councilman Russo.
Our next planning board meeting will be December 4th, and that's it.
Thank you. Councilman Silva.
Yes, Morris Parking Authority has its monthly meeting last night. The solar EV project has been completed, is now fully operational. A total of 30 new EV chargers were installed, 10 at Ann Bank, 10 at the Hart, and 10 at Dalton. There is going to be, or there are already rate increases. The authority adopted system-wide rate increases to be effective January 1st, 2026. The MPA is facing steep increases in healthcare costs, credit card processing fees, and software maintenance fees. Additionally, the increases will support the authority's funding of remedial repairs at the MPA. For the MPA, it's aging infrastructure. Increases were applied based on facility demand to support our parking management program and remain competitive with the market. Periodic structural parking facility assessment program. As defined by industry standards, the MPA implemented over the past few years a period of parking facility assessment program. On a 3-year rotating basis, structural facilities undergo conditions assessment conducted by engineers specialized in parking garage restoration. Current work related to the program includes the following. First, restoration work. Dalton is nearing completion, and the Hart urgent repairs were completed. Condition assessment, that's the second thing. Completed for Ant Bank and the Hart garages. Restoration bid is for Ant Bank. The Harts will be out in the new year. Morris and Dumont project, the MPA awarded contracts to engineering firms and for the site and design work. The firms will help them determine the scope of preliminary cost estimates of the project. And the last one, but not least, the MPA will receive a sustainability award from the New Jersey Parking Institute at the 2025 New Jersey League of Municipalities Conference for its solar EV project. That's a very good news.
That's
you know,
excellent.
more awards for Morristown. The event is at the Cardinal on Wednesday, November 19, from 4:30 to 6:30 p.m. Anyone attending at the league conference is welcome to attend. So I have the flyer here, and I'll give it to Mark.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's it.
Wonderful, thank you. All right, Margot, we'll move to regular business, please.
Okay, there is one ordinance for introduction on the agenda this evening, and that's ordinance number O-44-2025, ordinance of the Town of Morristown creating Chapter 31 entitled Project Labor Agreements.
Make a motion to introduce ordinance number O-44-2025.
Second.
Any comments or questions from?
Yes, so I did ask this, this project labor agreement, I've asked our attorney, Mr. David Mancello, to provide some background and some insights.
Sure, absolutely. Thank you. I hope everyone has had a chance to look at this proposed ordinance this evening. This is really an exciting piece of legislation for Morristown. What you have before you is an ordinance that requires on projects that are either subject to a pilot agreement, any type of public finance, or over $5 million in construction costs, not a land acquisition cost, just construction costs, will be subject to a project labor agreement. What does that mean? Basically, it will require that there be unionized labor on these projects. It will also require that there's a good faith effort that at least 10% of the project be done by Morristown residents. It's something we have not had in Morristown before, and is a real commitment to making sure that we have skilled labor on projects and a commitment to local hiring. There are numerous reporting requirements to ensure that developers or contractors adhere to the requirements of this ordinance. And our business administrator has been tasked with making sure that these developers, contractors, follow through on the requirements of the ordinance. So there's various meetings, reports that have to be generated, and the business administrator is tasked with doing that. So at this point, I'm happy to answer any questions you might have about it. Yeah.
You know, David, I think, generally, I think this is probably going to be fine. However, two things. One, we just got this Monday. I did get through it. I did start doing some research on this. I do have some concerns, and some of it will relate to whether or not some of the language can be modified, or is this a model ordinance that, you have to draft the ordinance consistent with statute. What I'd like to do is, actually, my other concern is the post-work. I kind of lived with this a little bit too, my own life. Sometimes it can be overly burdensome on administration that's charged with administering the programs, especially depending on what the scope is, depending on what type of jobs fall into the 5 million category. There's certain exemptions. There's like a 50% affordable housing, which is good.
Thank you for stating that. I forgot to mention that, yes.
Yeah, but when you do some research, people are usually raise the same concerns. Does it limit opportunities for minorities because of the, some unions? And you can read on both sides of it. So what I'd appreciate, though, is some time with you and Jillian just to go through it myself, getting this on Monday. And I read it, but I will be totally honest with you, I haven't done my research to the level I would usually do with these types of things.
Certainly, Councilman.
But
if you want to make time before a second
before
meeting,
the next,
absolutely.
Do we have 3 weeks till the next meeting?
It's December 4th, 9th?
So we have some time. Okay.
So we have some time.
Okay.
Any other questions? Just want to say thanks to Councilman Polipchuk, who helped to spearhead this. Do you have some comments?
I'd like to make a motion to amend. Section 31-2 states that the administrator has the sole authority to say a project doesn't need a project labor agreement. Just want to make the modification that the business administrator can make the recommendation, and then it's a simple majority vote by the town council to approve.
Is there a second on the motion to
I will
amend?
make a second.
Okay.
Madam Clerk, if we could just have a vote on the amendment.
Okay,
Yeah.
on the, excuse me, on the amended motion, Councilwoman Foster.
Yes.
Councilman Iannacone.
Yes, but it can be further amended it cannot. Okay, we'll see. Because again, this is the problem you have with end of the year work.
I'm happy to-
Something that's big, you know what I'm saying? Because we can't carry it to January, and we only have the one meeting left, but okay.
And I'm happy, you're in the middle of a vote, so I don't think it's appropriate for me to answer, but I'm
No,
happy to explain what we can
Gotcha.
do and can't do.
You
at
and I
the
are
vote.
going to meet.
All right, gotcha.
Councilman Iannacone.
Yes.
Councilman Polipchuk.
Yes.
Councilman Russo.
Yes.
Councilman Silva.
Yes.
And Council President Umbreak.
Yes.
Ordinance O-44-2025 has been introduced properly by title and will be considered further after a public hearing on December 9th.
I'm sorry, Madam Clerk, that was just the motion to amend to include the language that Councilman Polipchuk added. Now we need to vote as amended. And I'm happy to provide that language that Councilman Polipchuk stated to you after the meeting. So you have it, so you have the exact language before you publish.
Absolutely. Okay.
Yeah.
So do
So
we-
now we need to vote on the motion, I'm sorry, on the ordinance as amended
Oh, I
for
thought
introduction. No, we just did the amendment, yes.
I'm sorry. Now we're voting on the ordinance O-44 as amended. May I have
I'll make a motion.
Second?
Councilwoman Foster.
Yes.
Councilman Iannacone.
Yes.
Councilman Polipchuk.
Yes.
Councilman Russo.
Yes.
Councilman Silva.
Yes.
Council President Umbreak.
Yes.
Now it's introduced properly by title and will be considered further after a public hearing on December 9th.
Thank you.
Very good, thank you.
Okay, we have one ordinance for public hearing and adoption. That's ordinance O-43-2025, ordinance rescinding an ordinance and deleting a designated handicap parking space on Clyde Potts Drive from section 7-40.2 of the Code of the Town of Morristown.
I'll make a motion to adopt ordinance number O-43-2025.
Second?
At this time, I'll open the floor for a public hearing on ordinance O-43 only. Seeing none, I'll close the public hearing. Any comments or questions from council? On the adoption of ordinance O-43-2025, Councilwoman Foster.
Yes.
Councilman Iannacone.
Yes.
Councilman Polipchuk.
Yes.
Councilman Russo.
Yes.
Councilman Silva.
Yes.
Council President Umbreak.
Yes.
Motion carries. Ordinance O-43-2025 is adopted. There are 7 resolutions on the agenda for adoption. Are there any that members of council would like to pull for separate consideration?
Can you pull 135, please?
Okay. That, I would ask for a motion, please, to adopt resolution numbers R-144, 2025 through R-149, 2025.
I will make that motion.
Second?
On the adoption of those 6 resolutions, Councilwoman Foster.
Yes.
Councilman Iannacone.
Yes.
Councilman Polipchuk.
Yes.
Councilman Russo.
Yes.
Councilman Silva.
Yes.
Council President Umbreak.
Yes.
Motion carries. Resolution R-135-2025, resolution authorizing the Town of Morristown to award a contract to Ben Schaefer Recreation, Inc. for replacement of playground equipment at Victor Woodhull Park through the Education Services Commission of New Jersey Co-op.
I will make a motion to adopt resolution number R-135-2025.
Second?
Council President.
So I just wanted to call out and thank Jillian and the administration for hosting a public session. It was about an hour upstairs in the senior center. There were probably, 30, 40 people that actually came. There was a lot of feedback, there was a lot of comment. There were a lot of people from the community that have, kind of spearheaded this. I thought it was great. It was open, it was transparent. And at the end, they were able to provide you with comments and feedback, and, we went with the solution that everybody liked more. So just want a quick shout out and say thank you for what you did, and thank you for this. This is our only park in the First Ward?
I'll say there's actually 2
There's
parks.
2 parks, but this is the
only one.
recreational park
No, that's not true either. There's playground equipment over
at Jacob Ford.
also. No, this is the one park, what I call the most densely populated part of town, which
Correct,
is
on Ford
all the
Avenue.
apartment buildings are, all the condos are, where M Station is, this is the only park in that area. And I will say that there's a lot of good discussion, because that park does need revitalization, and I think there was good dialogue going back and forth with administration. I think there's still a lot more that we could do with that park. I.e., they still complain about not having a three-point line, but you gave them one on Jacob Ford Park, and they're still very thankful for that. And, you know, the park's getting there. This is good.
It is, it is. Great first step.
Council President.
Yes, sir.
I just want to give a shout out to Detective Vanessa Appel.
Yep.
She had brought this to our attention.
Yes.
On a regular basis, probably a year ago, and we assured her that we are definitely focused on this park. Bob's been, Councilman Iacone is always looking out for these types of things in his ward, and we appreciate her effort in letting the public know in her area. She was very, very instrumental in getting this off the ground. Our local detective.
Yes.
Police Bureau. So shout out to her for her keeping this in front and center with the administration.
Right, and recently promoted and first female detective in the town of Morristown, correct?
There you go. Another first in the town.
Another first, great.
Council President, I just want to add too, with the Open Space Trust Fund passing, I look forward to seeing more like this in the future.
Absolutely, thank you. Very good,
Okay.
thank you.
On the adoption of Resolution R-135-2025, Councilwoman Foster.
Yes.
Councilman Iannacone.
Yes.
Councilman Polypchuk.
Yes.
Councilman Russo.
Yes.
Councilman Silva.
Yes.
Council President Umbreak.
Yes,
Motion carries, resolution is adopted.
thank you very much. We have no unfinished old business, no new business. I will make a motion to adjourn.